You're a star, Iggy. Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm John.
Welcome to a pretty good cooking Q&A. Hey! LMAO. We did a thank you video for 5,000 subscribers for that low and slow growth over the years. And we solicited some questions, most of which in the comments I said, I will answer that in the video. So here's the video. What are the questions, John?
Spacehead74 wants to know, have you made a grilled cheese and tomato soup video?
Yeah, it was called How to Make Grilled Cheese and Tomato Soup. I'm pretty sure. It was good. But wait, Kevin, tell us why that's important. Come here for a second. Come here. Why is that important?
My mom now makes grilled cheese, the Phil way.
She's a very nice lady. Hi, Brenda.
Ellen H. would like to know, Phil, if you were going to write a book, what would it be about? One fiction and one non-fiction, if you're feeling fancy.
Oh man, I should have prepared for that question. Because I think that I was like, oh yeah, that's a good question. I'll respond. If I could write one book, what is philosophy? Is that non-fiction?
Philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy is kind of in between, isn't it? I think if I could write one book and go right down the line between fiction and non-fiction, it would probably be on like the essence of a pretty good life, in which you gotta put in the effort to make things worth it, but you don't need to sweat so hard that you kill yourself for it. Another book that I would write in the pure fiction genre, and I actually started writing a little bit of it, would be based on my dream, aka Fish War, which was a classic Phil dream. And if you've heard anything about my dreams recently, you know what I'm talking about. But did I never talk about Fish War? Did I talk about Fish War on the show?
Not that I can remember.
If you have, it was long time.
Yeah, Fish War was this dream that I had. It was like an action movie in which we were in the Revolutionary War, right? And I was there, and the British and the Americans were fighting. I was fighting with the Americans. And, Paul Revere comes through, or some Paul Revere-esque figure, and he's like, the British are coming, the British are coming. And, we're fighting in an area there's like lots of wetlands and rivers and shit. And it's not going that well. They've got superior artillery, and we're just worried. But I'm like, Captain, what are we gonna do? And the captain, he says, we're gonna summon the fish. And I'm like, what? So he says, sound the horn, Phil. So I blow the horn. It's like a big ass horn, and I'm like, and like out of the ocean, because we're fighting by the ocean, like this sea of like giant tuna and salmon come, and then it's like a tidal wave of them, and they're like flying out of the ocean, and they literally like they launch themselves and they start smacking the shit out of the redcoats, and it turns the tide of battle. And that's how America gets created, and then it ends with a shot of the ocean. It's like peer out of the ocean, you see like fizzy bubbles on the water, and then this giant stone statue comes up out of the ocean, and it says in big block letters, Fish War! And that would be my fiction book. And non-fiction would probably be a cooking book. Anyways, so that's 3 books. That's more than you asked.
This next one comes from Alex Royster. How would you cook a whole chicken if one was thawed out in front of you right now, Phil?
I'd probably spatchcock it and probably roast it in the oven or marinate it and grill it. I've been feeling that yogurt marinade, like the India style. That would be good. But honestly, like most of the time right now, I don't know, I'd probably like butcher it up into more convenient pieces, like a meal prep. I don't know, we cook chicken plenty of times. Someone requested that we do a chicken pot pie from like a whole chicken when it gets cold, and I think that would be quite nice. So I would just cook it. That's my answer.
Ale Mario 91 asks, why is food?
Because we got this size as organisms by eating smaller organisms. And those organisms came in the form of plants, fungi, and animals. And so that's why the food... So to connect this to like a larger philosophical arc, if you think about... Well, this is just my little piece of the philosophical realm. You think about like, what's the purpose of humanity?
Uh-oh.
You think about what's the purpose of humanity. I think in some sense, we're like the universe's lens, to which we're almost like the observer of all things else in the universe. Therefore, as part of our existence, it is our purpose to give meaning to things that are inanimate or immobile or immotile. And among these things are food of various kinds. Therefore, I think that the answer to wise food is because humans. Because without humans, the concept of food doesn't really exist, because we're the only ones experiencing food as food. The concept of food is entirely constructed through the purpose that it serves humans.
Il Mario 91 would also like to know, how well do you know my mama? You keep talking about her.
I don't know her in a biblical sense. I know her in terms of a construct. I think of what?
Vinny won't come out of the tomatoes.
We gotta rescue Vinny. Okay, I'm gonna go save Vinny from the tomato cage.
Come here, Kevin. You're subbing in.
Alright.
Il Mario 91 again would like to know.
Is this the third time, or are we still on the second?
This is the third question from Il Mario 91. They've asked, have you ever taken down a video? We have not taken down any videos, but there is at least one that we have not released. And once I accidentally published a video where Cam's F-bomb was not bleeped, so I had to go in afterwards and use YouTube's built-in editing thing to chop that F word out of the video. But we've never taken down a video for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm back in. Vinny's safe. I was in the middle of talking about moms though.
Okay, well you can finish that and then we can come back to this.
I was just going to pontificate on the concept of, when I say your mama, like that mother is like a menagerie of friends' moms who made bad dinners when I was a child and visited over there. I spent a lot of time at other people's houses, and you know, felt like eventually I was incorporated in other families and stuff. So just a menagerie of matrimony, or no, not matrimony. Matronhood? What is?
Not matronhood.
What is motherhood?
Matriarchy.
Yeah, menagerie of matriarchy. Sure, that's what your mama is. On videos that we never took anything down, but there's an unreleased video that actually was a really cool project. A company that makes copper cups for Moscow mules. They actually paid us to make a video, and
Commercial.
yeah, it was a commercial for like a promo they were running. And so we did like a little historical skit based on their particular version of the origins of the copper cup, which was
A dramatic but historically accurate reenactment.
I would say that it was a dramatic
And
reenactment.
historically accurate.
Yes, okay. Alright, so the history behind the copper cup is 100% proven and not at all debatable. And we reenacted that with like a pretty good level of effort. So there was some really fine editing, and it was really unlike anything we've done, and I had a blast with it. I thought you guys would have really liked it. But they pulled the ad campaign, so we never released it. We still got paid, so God bless them. And we got some free copper mugs, so that was cool. But I'm kind of sad that one didn't come out. We probably could release it without any repercussions, I would think.
It would be sad if that thing was never.
Maybe we'll put it up. I don't know. That's one we've been sitting on for a long time. But we've never pulled anything out of just pure shame.
Leave a comment in the comment section if you would like to see that commercial.
Okay, well, on to the next one.
Dylan Swigart would like to know, what are your favorite spices to cook with? Why? What are your favorite dishes to make with them?
It depends on how technically you want to define spices. I would say cumin's up there. If you want to consider garlic or onion or whatever that spice, it's not really a spice. What else is up there? It's tough. You know, in all honesty and candor, like, I don't use a lot of spices a lot of the time. And when I do, I just kind of go all out and I'm like, well, this is a spice dish, so I guess I'll just throw all of them in. So that's my cop-out answer. All of them, but none of them.
Next one's from Caroline Hamrick. What is the worst thing you've ever made on the show?
Man, there's a couple of them, isn't there?
Is it still falafel?
Well, falafel just didn't even come out. It was just like...
So is it still falafel?
Yeah, it's probably still falafel. That was garbage. That was still awful. Other disappointing ones have been... I think that my version of shepherd's pie, right? Nobody liked that. That wasn't any good.
It was fine. Just
It wasn't any good.
didn't win the competition.
What was bad? Okay, my wife's offended at this question, so you, buddy.
Alright, next one's a question for Courtney.
Get over here.
From, who would have guessed it, El Mario 91.
That's Mario.
El Mario.
El
How
Mario.
is that spelled?
There's 2 R's.
Okay, you can see the camera there.
Courtney, what is Courtney's favorite dish to make or eat? And can she make it for us?
Well, my favorite dish to make is none of them, because I don't like making food.
What about
Just my favorite dish to make is none of them, because I don't enjoy cooking. Phil does right here.
Yeah.
And that's a nice perk of being married. But my favorite food to make, not to make, to eat, would be cheese quesadilla. And if I had to like making it, that would be the one.
I just as an asterisk, when
How dare you burp my segment?
That's the asterisk.
You better delete that.
I just wanted to tell the folks at home, I think I already told them, that Courtney used to eat microwave quesadillas, and when I taught her how to make a butter fried, you know, the good kind, she got mad at me because they're worse for you to eat. And she was like, well, now I can't just eat microwave quesadillas.
Yeah, I make them in the pan now.
Yeah, you make them in the pan. They taste better, but Courtney was initially mad at me.
But seriously, I do like to bake sometimes, but you never know how it's going to turn out because I don't always follow the recipe. So it's better that it's not on camera.
I'm gonna insert here. Court makes really good pumpkin cookies, and she's gonna teach you how to make them.
Oh,
I've committed her to it. She's gonna do it. They're really good. She knows how to do it. Good. Not just pretty good. So look forward to that this autumn. A full-length Courtney episode.
There's only been one so far.
That's why I drink coffee now, is because of that episode.
And that's all the questions.
Okay, folks, well, thanks for your patronage, your viewership, and for existing. Appreciate that. Good job. It's not easy to live in today's world. I guess final thoughts would be God bless you and your family, and we're never gonna make beef Wellington. And also in that video, we solicited suggestions for dishes to make, and we have read them all, and we will consider them. Your voice matters, and maybe we'll get around to it in the next 5,000 subscribers worth of view time. Or, you know, we'll just remake all the old episodes instead. Also, we will make other videos that people suggest as we see fit. Your voice matters, just like your vote.